Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Sunday. You know what that means. Of course, it means here continuing the journey of Ben 10 Reboot. This is Season 1, Episode 17 and 18. As you guys know, 2 episodes in one video. We'll know the titles until I get into them. So as you guys know, last week in the intro of the video I did last week for those 2 episodes, I mentioned that I was potentially considering dropping Ben 10 Reboot because overall, I really wasn't enjoying the show as much as I would like to enjoy it. Because the other shows I cover on the channel, My Adventures of Superman that's currently airing, Batman Brave and the Bold, X-Men 97, like I'm really enjoying those shows. I'm really enjoying the episodes. Ben 10 Reboot, it's like sometimes I'm enjoying the episodes, but not as much as I would like. And other episodes, they're not really that good, in my opinion. Like last week, the first episode, which had Lucky Girl, like a reimagined Lucky Girl, where it's an actual hero or whatever, and there's a movie being made, or this Comic-Con convention thing, and then there's Hex and Merlin's Wand. It was like a lot of stuff happening in that first episode. It was really fun. Then you had that next episode where you had the kid who had a Billy Billions backpack that turns into a giant robot, and the kid's like 6 years old, and he's complaining about juice or something. Just a weird episode, and it really wasn't that great, besides a few little things that were somewhat entertaining. And I understand, as you guys were commenting, that look, the show does get better once we actually get to the end of Season 1, and then you really dive into the last couple seasons where there is more story stuff. So I'm going to try to hold out that these next couple of episodes that I'm going to be covering, the next couple of, covers and everything, coverage, I guess you'd say, because I do 2 episodes in one, that they're still entertaining and that I can push through, because, like, I need to focus my time when I'm making YouTube on stuff that I'm really enjoying, because I don't want to sit here and just constantly have to just drag through it, So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens here in these next 2 episodes. Hopefully, they're good, or at least solid, because I really hope we don't have 2 back-to-back ones, because I'm really going to have to complain and rant, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, let's dive in, guys. Let's see what happens, and hope for the best, and hope that I can continue the trajectory of it being some solid stuff that I'm watching here, even though I know this show is obviously not great, amazing. I know a lot of people are complaining about it, but not the point. Hopefully myself, and I will come away from these 2 episodes, hopefully enjoying them more than I dislike them. Let's dive in. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's go.
Clara Vista, here we come!
You're already there, though.
Why do we care about Clara Vista? What's a Tesla? A robot car or something? Tesla's one of the greatest scientists in history. History is important, Ben.
It is important.
History is old. Boring. Grandpa, tell Ben how important the past is.
It is important.
Very important. And some of us have more past than others.
Oh?
What are you doing?
Some have more past than others. So what does that mean?
Go back in time when aliens aren't affected by poison oak.
All right, kids, let's hit the road.
Oh, that's bad.
Open it! Woo!
Open it!
100 years ago will be unearthed, revealing secrets.
History! History!
Ben's like, I have no care whatsoever.
Greatest treasure. Steam Smythe at your
Oh, this guy's back.
Nikola Tesla's ultimate power source will
This makes
soon
sense that
be
he's here.
mine, and it will help me destroy this hive of modernity known as Silicon Valley. Why aren't you guys going after him?
What the hell? Nice. Another cool transformation scene with Heat Blast.
Get a lot warmer. Why'd it have to be a lake?
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, he done that before.
You won't get away with this.
I would stay to properly express my appreciation for...
Saving the world's what I do best, right?
Correct. Yes.
Grandpa, I know how much you love the rust bucket. We're gonna board that blimp with the bucket.
What?
Were you hit on the head?
Upgrade. He's going upgrade. Yep. Okay, this makes sense about flying the rust bucket. The old music.
What is this abomination?
Yeah, exactly. It's like high tech, so he hates it.
I dare you. What are you waiting for? Throw that
They're just
bucket
standing there.
overboard. They also can't do this. Glycanoids!
Oh!
Dispose of these intruders post haste!
Destroying all of them like they're nothing. They're basically just useless. I think they were only added in just for there to be an action scene, because Steam Smythe really can't fight. How many does he have? Seriously.
Nice shot, Grandpa. Grandpa.
We're sitting ducks in here.
Oh boy. Okay, good.
I don't need an alien body to kick your...
Ow. His stuff doesn't just work.
Finally! I'll possess your greatest treasure, Nicola. Teddy bear? Mr. Schmoopy, I wanted to do the gentlemanly thing and take out this wretched modern valley. in one
Gentlemanly
fell swoop,
thing?
But I'll destroy it block by block if I must.
What did I? That would not happen. They're just gonna drive off, really? Okay, they are.
I hope forearms can handle this.
Yeah, I hope so. Lucky.
You think Steam Smythe made it?
I mean, I don't think he's
What's
dead.
that?
Exactly.
The past is stupid. There's
The
too
past
much
is stupid.
steam, and everybody has big, weird mustaches. But I do care about you.
Accelerate, maybe?
Now, I know you guys aren't usually excited
They're on
about
the computer, not
place
paying
we
attention.
visit, but
No way! We've been researching Yellowstone all morning.
there's no literal treasure.
That's what they want you to think. There's a super volcano, one
Super
well-placed
volcano.
earthquake, and this place is history. I'm feeling good about camping today. Sure you are.
Really? Sure, yeah, sure.
What are we doing here again? I don't know. Something about treasure.
It's all these vehicles. Oh, they're a bunch of villains or something.
Garage.
Wait, what?
Crud.
The Malachi sisters, Dirty Dobbs, Vin Ethanol.
Yo,
Vin Diesel, oh my god.
The legendary lost treasure of Yellowstone.
family.
Real life
Did
treasure.
you say family?
Dad, what are you doing?
Oh.
Yeah. You some kind of chicken or something?
Yo, listen. Real racing is in the streets.
Streets.
I don't have friends. I have family.
You're right, man. We spent the cajillion dollars I found in the park to build you.
What?
Bear.
Oh my god.
This calls for some acceleration.
Exactly, but not accelerate.
The race. Let's get rid of some of this dead weight.
Someone's dead white. Oh.
I've got something that nobody else does. I got family.
Whoa.
Lagrange.
Wait, he knows who that is? I don't know who that is.
And now for the coup de
Driving
grace.
backwards. Ain't he a badass? Oh.
About flying.
He actually got the one he was wanting.
What in the... Uh-oh.
What in the hell is that?
Get in the way of a... Yeah.
Goodbye.
Putting his love for Yellowstone first.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I guess we'll do this the stinky way.
Yep, exactly.
You don't think that will stop Lagrange?
What?
Come back here!
I didn't know he was that fast.
For me. Who would hide a treasure in a place like this?
So no one can find it, probably.
He's gonna get it now.
He's gonna get it.
Jump and the treasure will be mine.
Ooh, he's lucky.
Curse you, Tennyson!
It's beautiful.
That's what he would get when he got the treasure.
Don't drop me!
Don't drop me.
Lagrange.
It is pronounced Lagrange.
Lagrange.
Oh yeah, your grandpa's right. And since those guys did so much damage to the park, we can put that money towards the conservation.
Found the real treasure. The natural beauty of Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah, not doing it for me.
Lagrange. And there we have it, guys. Overall, I think these episodes were decent. They weren't necessarily bad. There were moments where it could have been better, but overall, I think these 2 episodes were decent. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing for me because there was some funny moments and some things I thought they did a pretty decent job with. Still, like I said, issues, but still okay. Episode number 1. So I do have the second episode, episode 18, pulled up for the voice cast because of Lagrange, this character. But we'll get to episode 2, the Need for Speed 1, in a moment. So the first one with Steam Smythe returning. Now, Gwen is obsessed with history, which is interesting because I don't think Gwen in the original continuity was obsessed with history, but she's obsessed with history and how important it is because history is important, but Ben doesn't give a crap. He doesn't care, which kind of fits in line with Ben not really caring about anything that isn't cool to him. So to say that he should be interested in history, that seems like something that Ben wouldn't normally be interested in doing. But Gwen, she is all about it. And there's like this whole thing with Nikola Tesla. They're doing like an unveiling of like a time capsule. And the time capsule ends up being some sort of teddy bear that he had when he was a kid. But Steve Smythe was under the impression that it will power up this cannon. And there was a line that he said when they're on his like kind of blimp or whatever, his like, you know, contraption up in the air, that he's like, I was going to do the gentlemanly thing of destroying the entirety of Silicon Valley or whatever he called it, but like he was going to destroy the entirety of this town or whatever. But since he doesn't have the proper thing in terms of what he thought was going to be in this time capsule from Nikola Tesla, that he's going to then just destroy it block by block if he has to. But the gentlemanly way is to just destroy all of it at once. Just a weird thought process to like, okay, your thought of being a gentleman was I was going to have the ability to use this cannon to destroy all of this area. That was the gentleman way to do it. But since I don't have that, I'm like, just the way that was just like phrased, I'm like, that is just strange. But it kind of lines up with Steam Smythe. And seeing the name Steam in the title of the episode, which I forget the episode title is, but seeing that, I should have guessed Steam Smythe. And especially with Nikola Tesla, like I should have guessed he was going to pop up, which it makes sense. Now, we got introduced to a new, like, secondary villain, but not really villain, because it was just robots that he created. That was not present when we first met him episodes ago. They were meaningless. Meaningless. They were only there so Ben could have an action sequence because Steam Smythe really can't fight. Because the first time we saw him, he was in a giant, like, squid kraken-esque machine that Ben was fighting throughout the episode. Here, Steam Smythe doesn't have that. They've pretty much proven he cannot fight. Like, he just is not hand-to-hand combat. So he created these mindless, just bleh, nothing robots because they literally do nothing. And I felt like that was kind of pointless to have them here. But they're there just to have loads of them just for Ben to then take over one oh god, I'm trying to think, I'm blanking on the name of the alien. Oh my god, I'm having such a upgrade. Sorry, I kept thinking overflow. My brain, I was so shocked. I finished episode 2, episode 18. I say episode 2, but the 2 episodes. I finished the second one with Lagrange and these fucking racers and the whole Vin Diesel thing, which we'll get to. I completely forgot for a second. I forgot what the first episode was. I forgot everything about it until I literally pulled it up and it was skimming. Oh, Steam Smythe, that's what it was. I'm getting old. That's what that is. Anyways, so, but the robots were meaningless. So Ben just became upgrade and then made the rust bucket fly, which was cool. And then he took over the one robot and they were just fighting and all this stuff. So the episode was decent in that sense, and him catching the rust bucket as it flew off on its own as forearms. I mean, that was, you know, expected how he was going to stop it too, but it was still fun regardless. So it wasn't a bad episode. Not bad. Just some moments, like I said, being the robot should have been able to do more than just kind of stand there and do nothing. Because Gwen and Max helped out and everything, which was cool, but I wish there was just more involvement of these horde of robots that he's made when they're just standing still, just kind of like doing nothing. So, the next episode with Yellowstone Park, this treasure that's been hidden away, and there's a race. And the Need for Speed title makes sense because literally it's a race. Now, I had the voice cast pulled up, like I said, because we had Lagrange, which they kept doing this, like, zoom in on the eyes and the squinting Lagrange. It's like, Max knows who this guy is. I've never seen this character before. He does not exist in the original continuity. And now he's hosting some sort of race with a bunch of other villains. Dirty Dobbs. I'm looking at the names here. you had Mel and Birdie, like you had these two characters that were like the sisters or something, and then you had Vin Ethanol, of course Vin Diesel, but Vin Ethanol was the name of the character, and of course in typical fashion, as I expected, so it's all like, oh, this is the Vin Diesel ripoff, but they really went the extra mile with it. The family, they said finally, he said family. I don't have friends, I have family, and then he has a button on his car that says family. I gotta admit, it's pretty damn funny. Especially with those jokes are still being made today about Vin Diesel and the whole Fast and Furious franchise is the family jokes. It's never gonna go away. It's a constant thing, and I think they know that it just never goes away and it's a meme thing because every movie since that has become more of a meme and more of a thing that people just say where you have like these I remember specifically there was a clip of GTA 5. I know it sounds stupid, but it blew up on TikTok. I saw this guy. He's pretending to be driving the car, and then you're seeing the footage of a car in GTA 5, and you see the guy filming himself like behind a steering wheel, and the car in GTA 5 is falling from the sky, and then it like slams down, and it just keeps driving away like nothing. Because I don't know if the guy added mods to the gameplay, but he's pretending that he was freaking Dominic Toretto, Vin Diesel's character in Fast and Furious, and he's like, I'm on my way. And then the car slams in GTA 5 and he's like bouncing around like he's pretending like he's driving the car. And it's about family. Because like the whole point is like when it said Vin Diesel has family. When Vin Diesel has family. So it's just like you see stuff like that. You see where they're constantly referring to this. I really do believe they're just throwing that in constantly into the franchise. Even more so every movie about family. Because it's the joke. And they're literally leaning into it 100%. So I found that funny that they were making those jokes and really like running home with it. Like, yeah, we're going to keep fucking hammering this joke. And it was good. The actual like treasure stuff, of course, Ben and Gwen are obsessed with it. I think they could have found maybe a better way to incorporate the treasure storyline into the episode because honestly, it just felt like I don't know. It felt too convenient. And I understand this is a cartoon show. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever. But what I'm saying is it feels like, oh, they're researching this treasure. They're all excited for this treasure. And then there happened to be the exact same time they show up to Yellowstone Park. Here are these really bad guys, including the Lagrange, that they acted like they knew who that was. Because Ben even said his name. Max heard the name like Lagrange. So they know who this character is. I don't know who he is. But apparently he's some sort of racing bad guy. Okay. But it's just too convenient. It just felt like maybe they could have found a better way to incorporate the lost treasure storyline besides having just a bunch of random racers at the exact same time these racers are showing up to race to then get to the point of the cave. Okay? So, I don't know. I feel like they could have done something a little bit different, but the family stuff with Vin Ethanol and with Lagrange, not Lagrange or whatever, like having that constant call back to that joke of his name and everything, and they're like they say it a certain way, kept it at least interesting. And the fact that Ben, of course, did not go accelerate the whole episode too. With the fact is that the title was Need for Speed or something, and then that I don't know if I'm a cool reaction because I really didn't react to it at the time, but I thought it was the more I thought like this was a funny moment where Max is like driving them and he's turning into Diamond Head and he's just like I don't want to talk about it. He's like why didn't you turn and accelerate? I don't want to talk about it because it's one of the times where the watch didn't give him what he wants, right? Yeah, and of course we saw Stinkfly again. Stinkfly, I'm not a fan of the design is good. I think the design's solid for an alien. I don't like the fact that it's Stinkfly. Like, I don't like the fact that they redesigned Stinkfly to make him look like that because, yeah. So, anyways, overall, like I said, the 2 episodes, they're decent. They're not bad. Things they could have done differently or better. Like I said, they could have reworked, I think, the treasure into the storyline a little bit better. And then episode 1, obviously, the robots could have been more interesting with Team Smythe, but that's just me. But like I said, they weren't bad episodes. So, I'll take it as a win. Take it as a win that these episodes were not bad. So what did you guys think of the episodes? But curious to know your thoughts. Let me know some of your highlights from the 2 episodes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.